Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me adjust myself, man. Adjust myself real quick, man. Adjust myself real quick, man. Let me make sure we well adjusted. Let me make sure we well tuned in. Let me make sure we get into the business, man. I for sure want to get to the business tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, is welcome. First of all, welcome to the moment of truth. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the moment of truth. You know, I am truth. You with ASOP boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna chat it up tonight, man. Obviously you could tell by the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Give me 1 second. Let me see. How we look? How the audio sound, guys? How the audio sound? How the audio sound? What about the audio? We good? Good. Can I get a thumbs up? I just want to make sure we good. If we good, if I can rock out, if we good, let me see. Let me just make sure the audio good. Yo, yeah, audio should be good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, man. So it's episode 16, man. You know what I'm saying? You see the you see the title, you see the thumbnail. You know what I mean? Moment of Truth, episode 16. Champ versus the Chump, man. From Champ to Chump, man. Real quick, man. Let me get right in here, man. Shout out to my man, Big Bunsen Boxing. Salute to you, ASOP. Y'all smash the like button on the way in. Please do so. Shout out to my boy Steph. Definitely a regular in this joint, man. What's good with it? You know how we doing? Yeah, hey, you see me, Steph. I'm repping my man, Broadway Joel, Voice of Dominican Boxing. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother. That's my guy, right? Make sure you go to BroadwayJoel.com and get you get at least 4 or 5 of these joints, man. Just get one, get something for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My man Trill Clinton in the building. You know what I mean? You know my man Trill Clinton. I mean, Houston's own. Yeah, my man Trill Clinton up in this joint. Hey, Trill was good, my boy. Okay. My man Brian in this joint. Hold up. We got something from my man Brian. My man Brian, what up, man? Yeah. Ask him, man. L Dub was good. L Dub, my man L Dub in the building, man. This is L Dub Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Boxstradamus. Anything you need to know, anything that you want to learn about boxing, the sport, who fighting who, contact my man L Dub, and he shared the information. So shout out to you, bro. Yeah, for sure. My man Boston's, what's going on, man? He got Marvin Hagler from Note. You know that's the inside joke, my boy. What's going on? June Undercover, found you on Boxing Gyms. You definitely know your boxing fan. Hey, June, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Man said he had 2 tabs open. Yeah, yes, sir. Karma Serene, the beautiful Karma Serene. Good evening, Truth and Chat peeps. What's going on, man? Hey, so Math, hey, what's the word? Rito, what's good, my boy? What's the word? Hey, man, so y'all see this. So first of all, I gotta take a sip on this one, man. You know, I'm scrolling through Twitter. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chicken Talk, my man. Shout out to my man, Lazy Lefty, OG Left. You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see a caption. They got a big picture of Teofimo Lopez face on it. He talking about how he disrespected or how he told Andre Ward and he told Tim Bradley that they was I guess he said something in front of the production team. He told them about themselves or cursed them out, whatever it is you wanna so have you. Then he goes on into how this is his last fight on Top Rank. He's not gonna be on Top Rank no more, and he's the one that brung Bud Light to Top Rank and all this and all of that. And my man, hold up, my man Trill said T.O. super flaw for that shit. You know what I mean? Hold up. Jahad Tucker versus Nicholas Flash, July 1st on Jared Anderson undercard, Toledo. Yeah. My man Rugo was good, man. My man Rugo in the building was popping. We need Josh Taylor to do the work. He was going to do it anyway. Regardless of what I say here tonight, I already had Josh Taylor putting Teofimo skull in the fucking 3rd row, regardless of what happens here tonight. You get what I'm saying? But Teofimo Lopez, you know, he made a comment, man. He made an odd comment to me, and I didn't understand it, man. And it set, man. You know what? Hold on. See, let me back it up. I'm getting two. You know what I mean? Hey, tonight's video, tonight's live It's sponsored by Tape Easy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tape Easy. We got it on ice, so we're gonna keep it freezy. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, this is A-Side Boxing. You know I'm Truth. And y'all come in here rocking with me because
most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Because most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, right? So either way, you know, I'm listening to the T.O. thing, and then I hear him say something, and I'm like, bro, where would T.O. get this from, right? With this guy Teofimo Lopez and his gratuitous use of the N-word, right? What does this mean? Yeah, in the comments, y'all here, we here. It's 14 people in here. Make sure y'all smash that like button. But I want y'all to let me know, what do this mean?
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
One more time. Wait. Let me. The volume is already at the max, man. The volume is to the max. Let me see. Let me just turn it up a little bit. Let me go down here on my little application to make sure my application is applicating correctly. You get what I'm saying? I want the volume to be very high. You know what I'm saying? With what we got going on. Yeah, the application is applicating very correctly. You know what I'm saying? Shit is bubbling, right? So I need y'all to answer this question for me. I just need one person. If somebody got the answer to this from Teofimo Lopez, please go ahead and drop it in the chat.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
One more time.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. What the fuck do that mean? I need some. See, this is why I came on live tonight, because we got to get some straightening with this shit. What does that mean?
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
What are you talking about? I'm not understanding. Listen, it's 13 in here, man. Let me know, God. Let me know. Okay, my man Trill said, dude, jealous of Shakur and Devin, right? I believe that's the case, man. I believe that's the case. Now, is it warranted? Hell no. Why would you be jealous of Shakur and Devin? Is it because you squandered your opportunities? Is it because you let your father run your career into the ground? Is it because you cannot be a man and hold yourself accountable for the things that you're doing? Is it because you refuse to accept any responsibility for the shit that you got going on in your life? So now,
if they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
What are you talking about? I don't get that. Matter of fact, and real quick, let me see. My man June said he jealous. Devin is on pay-per-view alone, man. He wasn't. Okay, we understand that. We respect that. But the fact of the matter is, that was a trying time. That was a different time, right? And I know you're not making excuses for him, June, but that was a different time. You get what I'm saying? You got Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko. We in the middle of the bubble. I was just happy to get the fight. You get what I'm saying? I was just happy to get the fight. Again, because we was in a bubble, nobody knew what was happening, pandemic, blah, 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 blah. And so that's what we had going on. But again, I'm just trying to figure out what this means.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep
them. What
are
you talking about, Teofimo Lopez? Because again, you are from New York. Your father's a New Yorker. I'm from Jersey, right? You can hear it in my voice, whatever, right? But you from up top, supposed to be. We knew you grew up in Florida. You run around acting tough, acting big, acting bad, saying a lot of things, right? You saying things, right? Gratuitous use of the N-word, right? You act like you down. You act like you a brother when it's convenient. You become Honduran when it's convenient. But Teofimo, what does this mean?
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Karma. You just put something out there. Shakur packed out the Prudential Center twice. He's still fighting in the little room at MSG after going undisputed and losing his belts. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. My man Boston said, T.O. going to say, maybe I don't got it no more again. Of course. He don't got it. If you saying things like this,
if they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
You don't got it no more, bro. You don't got it no more. Every promotional company got black fighters. Every promotional company has black fighters that they're pushing. PBC, Tank Davis, Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence Jr. The Zone got black fighters. Well, before Bawasi just left, but obviously you had your Bawasis. You had Montana Love, who they was trying to push. You got Richardson Hitchens, great another guy at 140 that they trying to push. Everybody top rank, Devin, Shakur, Jared, all of these guys that they trying to push. But
if they want the black fighters, they can
what
keep them.
the fuck do that mean? I'm at odds. I'm at odds right now, man. My man Trill said, it's more Devin. It's more Devin. So many parallels between them. Dad is a coach. Dev is undisputed. Tia was disputed, very disputed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah, Trill again. AJ over there. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy because I never hear comments like this, and this is why, again, it ain't even about to me, it is a little bit about the race thing. For me, it's a lot about the race thing because I don't understand why whatever you got going on with Top Rank, why do, if they want the black fight, like, I don't get that. Top Rank do shows on the Puerto Rican Day, right? They pushed you. Tiafimo just had Heisman night. You get what I'm saying? He ain't always been the headliner at Heisman night, but again, you chronicle T.O. career. Let me see. T.O. just lost to an Australian. He need to sit down somewhere. Hey, that's facts, Boston. That's fact, my boy. That's fact. Golden Boy as a possible landing spot. And who we gonna fight over there at Golden Boy? He want to go work with Oscar? He talk about God and the devil and all of that. You want to go work for Oscar? Hey, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But they over there pushing Floyd Schofield, right? So maybe it is. But besides Williams and Pater at 135, they over there pushing Floyd Schofield, who just fought on a Tank Ryan Garcia undercard. So my question is, would T.O. say this to Oscar?
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Come on. So maybe they need to get rid of the black fighters so that you could be there by yourself. But the fact is, you fucked your opportunity up, Mr. Lopez. Yeah, you fucked that opportunity up. Teofimo Lopez, young, exciting guy. He had the world at his feet. You get what I'm saying? He had a second round knockout, right? Big second round knockout over Richard Comey. And if I'm not mistaken, that fight might have been even, or he may possibly have been an underdog going into that fight. I'm not sure. But big second round knockout of Richard Comey, right? Teofimo wanting to take that spot, maybe because most times I gotta get a knockout like that. They'll send him through a couple more fights. Shout out to my cousin RBZ, was good, cuz. Yeah. But usually, you get a second round knockout, like how he got over Richard Comey, and usually, the promotional company or the matchmakers is like, hey, we're gonna move this guy a little bit more, make his build him into a bigger star. But for some odd reason, I guess maybe a little bit of T.O., maybe a little bit of Lomachenko. We got the Lomachenko fight next in the bubble, right? I was a Teofimo Lopez fan. I'm sitting in my house on the bubble, during the bubble, watching the fight. Teofimo Lopez fighting great the first half of the fight. Second half of the fight, Lomachenko start to come on. 11th round, it looked like Lomachenko might fuck around and get Teofimo Lopez out of there. 12th round, that young boy, that young Teofimo Lopez, that young IBF champion Teofimo Lopez, that humble Teofimo Lopez bite down, and win the 12th round and win a close decision to Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? The world at his feet. But then again, after that, what happened? You got too big for your britches, my boy. You should have moved up to 140. You should have gracefully vacated them belts, moved up to 140. But the issue is y'all was broke. See, that's what they don't talk about. Y'all was broke. You and your pops was broke. Your pops drunk all the money up, sniffed all the money up, or did something. Y'all was broke. And you spent all the money, T.O. You spent the bag, T.O.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
You spent all of the bag, T.O.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Okay, you spent the bag up, T.O. Right? You spent the bag up. So instead of moving to 140, right, and working your way through that process, or possibly challenging the guy who had the WBA, you know how that go. We all know how this go, right? We all know how that go.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Instead of doing that, you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to stay at 135 because I'm unified. Okay, maybe a nudge the IBF, right? But you get George Kambosos. ESPN, or excuse me, Top Rank try to make you a deal. You know what I mean? No, we don't want that deal. We want big money, right? Let it go to purse bid. Out of nowhere, Triller wins the purse bid. Okay, cool. Yo, we gonna do 2 million views. We gonna have J-Lo singing. We gonna do A-side stuff. Tank and them gonna have to come and see us. We doing Triller. This is the new takeover.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Listen, man, they said all of that, and he didn't fight for 13 months. Reschedule. You so big that Floyd Mayweather pushed you off a date. That's how big you is. Not the same date. You went Saturday, and you were supposed to go Saturday, and he went Sunday. Pushed you off the date. Pushed you off the date, my man.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Yo, pushed them off the date. J-Lo, we're going to get J-Lo. J-Lo's performing at halftime. We're going to do 2 million views. Triller is the new way for boxing. My son is leading the new nation with all the new fighters. Come on. We supposed to be, this is what we supposed to be doing, man. Hey, shout out to my man B Doug. He in here, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we cooking tonight, bro.
Hey, listen.
We cooking
Can you hear me?
for you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Mm-hmm.
Man, listen. If you want the black fighters, you can keep them. I don't know what the fuck fool meant by that.
Yo,
I don't know what he meant by that, man. I really don't. And I tweeted earlier, right? That'd be my thing about, you know, certain non-Afro Latinos using the N-word. It's like he used the N-word, Devin called him racist. He said, I ain't racist at all. And then he turned around and say something like that. Like that's deep rooted. That's underlying, that's undertone racism right there. Like if they want the black fighters, you can keep them. And that's racist, you know, like come on now. Like, that's no ally shit.
And then in the bill in June, right? Because even in the interview, he said the crackers gave the black people the shortest month to celebrate their history, bro. Like, come on, like, see, this the thing, right? Like, see, people like T.O., right? He wrote like you know how the school buses be longer. His shit was short.
Yeah. He definitely was on a short bus.
This shit was short. You know what I'm saying? You know how so I went to public school. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, we where we at now, but I come from humble beginnings. I went to public school. So for me, right, it was about 25 to 30 people in the class. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I would raise my hand, teacher, or maybe just leave, right? Because I was who I was, right? And I'm going to the bathroom. But when I go to the bathroom, it's a class that's all the way at the end of the hall. When you look in there, it's like 6 motherfuckers in the class.
Like,
So
man,
why my class got 30 motherfuckers, and why this one got 6 in there?
Hey, listen. And I look. I don't judge nobody, but you ever look at one of the places like, I ain't know such and such was in this joint.
You can't even look in the class because if you open the door, it smell like fart in there. Come on.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Come on, listen.
Hey, real quick with Boston, it wasn't even no context to the joint. Like he was just talking. He was just talking. And it just came out with they want the black fighters, you can keep them.
Listen, man. Look.
And I know you can do it, man. You got the man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Come on, man. This guy is crazy, bro. But look, let me just cook a little bit more, B, man. So again, they pull a slick move because they broke, right? They pull a slick move, right? They pull out the EBT card, Triller, right? They was broke. Fine, right? Now for this next fight, now mind you, he got a 2-time champion, trained under Emmanuel Stewart, trained and fought under Emmanuel Stewart, and Joey Gamache. Now Joey Gamache is putting all these game plans together. Joey Gamache was instrumental in the Comey victory, instrumental in the Lomachenko victory. But listen, see, this the part that that a lot of people don't know. They were so broke, they couldn't afford to bring Joey Gamache back to camp. They didn't have no money. Listen, Tiafimo, I even heard an interview. I heard somebody recording to him talking about how broke he was before Bud Light came with the sponsorship. You get what I'm saying?
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Cool, right? You go into the Kambosos fight. Now you trying to play the heel. You talking disrespectful. You telling them SMD. You talking all this wild stuff. But at the same time, you talk about God. You all over the place. You supposed to knock him out in the first round. Y'all get in the fight. No game plan. Your father's partying and BSing in the crowd. You sitting on a stool. He telling you slow down, but hurry up and knock the guy out. He's clearly had 1, 2 to drink or smell. You feel me? Like he either drunk something or smelled something, one of the two, and you got cooked. You got cooked. That's it.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
You know what the question I got for the chat, and I just need a quick yes or a quick no, right? When Tiafimo says,
if they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
My question to you is,
does he look like a bitch?
I think so. I think so, man. This shit crazy, man. You come back, you lose the Kambosos, you re-sign with Top Rank, you have a fight with Pedro Campa, you really didn't look that good. You had a fight with Sandor, you for sure didn't look that good in that fight, and you still get a crack at the WBO in ring or in lineal title at 140. Okay, you're not in the big room. We don't know what the numbers did in the big room. Maybe you didn't sell that well in the big room. Maybe, whatever happened, but hey, we here now. But for you to say,
if they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
That's nasty work, man. That's nasty work. Let's rock out, B. How you feeling, man? How you feel about this whole situation?
Man, you pretty much summed it all up to me. I mean, he sounds jealous. We all know he sounds jealous because, like, you say if they want the black fighters, they can keep them. Well, you just lost your last fight. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. We ain't going to do the man. They gave him that fight. The judges gave him that fight. He wasn't supposed to win. It was a draw at best. And then you didn't look good in it. So what do you expect? What do you want? I don't get it. What do you want?
That's what I don't understand. My main thing, like, bro, like, I never really seen none of them guys talk crazy about Teofimo Lopez. I mean, whether they got now, obviously they all signed to the same promoter. So I don't know if things get said in passing. Everybody got their group. So, maybe Jared Anderson told Shoo this, and he told Troy Isley that, and he told Keyshawn this. But at the end of the day, I never heard none of them guys say too much bad stuff about Teofimo Lopez. Honestly, I haven't heard it. If it's true, I haven't heard it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just think it's nasty work, man. I just think it's nasty work. And I think right now, Teofimo is I think he off his rocker, but even as he's off his rocker, I think he understands that this is about to be the end.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, if he lose this, what's next for the young boy? Because he didn't look good the last one. He got his ass kicked by Cambozo. Like, come on now.
But see, this is the thing, though, right? I think he's going through PTSD. You ask me, it got to be PTSD. The last time he was in the Hulu, he got smoked. Last time he was in the Hulu, he lost. Maybe that's why the emotions is stirring inside his system. He feels some kind of way because the last time he was in the Hulu, he looked like Martin after the Hearns fight. Oh, you the hitman? Well, I just talked to Sugar. He told me you to get hitman.
You to get hitman.
Get hitman. Yo, like, that shit is crazy. Like, bro, like, I personally don't know this guy. I don't got a problem with him. But again, as a fighter, as a man, as somebody that's supposed to be a role model for the kids, like you say, but it's like you want to be the good, like you want people to like you, but you also want to be the villain. And I don't understand that, bro. RBs, I don't understand that, man. All his classes in the same. That's a fact. All the classes in the same hallway. And then again, I'm jealous. In my class, I gotta raise my hand and go use the bathroom. His bathroom in the back. His bathroom in the class. Really? Come on, man.
Hey, let me ask you this, man, because me, to be honest, if he want to be technical, you should have kept that weight at 135 and got some get back. Because ain't no way in the world you get your ass whooped like that by Cambosis and just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna move up. And then you move up and you don't even beat what was it? It was Sandomar. You don't even beat him.
Yeah.
Like what's next for you? Like real shit. What's next for you?
So what I say? So I'm gonna rewind because you know what, me again, it's truth over narrative, and I don't want to give no narratives. That Teofimo Lopez fight with Sandor Martin, it was a bad performance, I feel. But I will say, to me, right, and we paused, we sat next to you, we was right there. We was lock and step watching the fight.
Yeah.
Got nothing we seen on TV in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Left, man. What up, though? Left, what up, though? Chicken Talk, what up, though? Right? So we in the building. I equate the Teofimo Lopez Sandor Martin performance to the Jaron Ennis Karen Chikazian performance.
Right. Agreed.
Now I'm gonna be 100. I think he won, but again, I was very underwhelmed as I was getting up to leave. I saw a lot of mistakes as I was watching the fight. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I say Teofimo should feel like he lost. You hear me? Like that performance was so trash. Even though you got the W, you should feel like you lost that because you didn't look good.
Feel like he lost because he asked, "Was he still? What did he say after the fight? Do I still got it?"
But see, then I feel like he was being an asshole then. So it's just like, it's hard to root for this guy, especially after this. It's like, hey, and you know, what I've been saying for the longest, man. I still believe in Tio. Like I think Tio is a hell of an athlete with it. But after this, it's just like, man, I kind of want him to get his ass whipped.
Yeah, you know
if they want the black fighters, they can keep him.
I don't get. Listen, it's time. He do for that. But like you said, I mean, again, like I said, that Sandor Martin fight, I do feel like he deserved the nod. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't look good. He got dropped. He wasn't cutting the ring off properly. And then in the last 3 fights, Cambosis, Pedro Campa, Sandor Martin, he made no adjustments. He made no in-ring adjustments. None, right? So I'm ranting and raving right now. But if you got YouTube or you could go back and watch any highlights, go look at the highlights and tell me what adjustments that Teofimo made. Everybody got their own criteria for fighters, how they judge them, how they look at it. You know, I feel like I study this shit. You know what I'm saying? A quality, one of a must-have quality for me, right? When I'm saying a fighter is elite or a fighter is top 10, these fighters must have the ability to make in-ring adjustments and change on the fly, recognize pattern, do different things. He did none of that his last 3 fights. But again, remember, in the Cambosis fight, when Triller won the purse bid, they was so broke, he couldn't afford to bring back Joey Gamache. He got a Bud Light sponsorship. He had to probably drink Bud Lights the whole camp because he had no fucking money to buy water.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Come on. You feel me? Like, shit is crazy. So
hey,
now
you ever think they do some of this shit though to stay relevant? Like, you know how some motherfuckers talk themselves into fights. You ever feel like fool be doing these antics for that shit? I mean, today comment was kind of crazy. I never heard him say no shit like that. So that sounds personal. But him and his father, I feel like it's a lot of theatrics to keep his name in this shit.
Nah, because the thing is, I feel like in some weird way, I feel like these dudes think that, like, in some weird way, they think like, you know, like pathological liars, right? These people lie so much that they believe the lie. I'm sure it's some what they call them, habitual liars or pathological liars, that if you hook these motherfuckers up to a polygraph, they might pass because they've been given the lie so much be that they believe it. And I think that these dudes, especially him and his delusional dad, I really think they believe what they saying.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And then, right, and it's funny, right, because he say this is my last fight on ESPN. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to ESPN. Cares, bro? Who cares? You think you're the only one that could get a sponsor? Who cares? But I will say this. I saw a clip of an interview. I don't know when the interview was conducted. So as far as a timestamp, I can't verify a timestamp, right? But it's just funny how I see the video with Teofimo Lopez talking about he leaving, and then right while you asking what's next, I see a video of Floyd Mayweather saying that Haney need to fight Shakur Stevenson and Tank should fight Teofimo Lopez. Did you see that? My man B went cold on me. It's all good.
Nah, my bad. I'm here. Nah, when they say that over the weekend?
Today? I saw it today.
Nah, I ain't see that.
So, shout out to Champ Side. So again, you know, I'm doing nothing but spread love. I'm doing nothing but bringing truth over narrative. If you go over the Champ Side page, Champ Side, was talking about a video. He had a video he put up today, a little clip that he put up today. It's on his Instagram as well, with Floyd saying, and I quote, Devin Haney should fight Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis should fight Teofimo Lopez.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean,
I let Tank go ahead and retire him from boxing.
But do he want to fight the black fighters or do he want them to keep the black fighters?
He got to fight him now since he said that bullshit. He got to fight him now.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Come on, man. Do he? But really, do he?
Does he look like a bitch?
Of course he do, man.
He do. But see, that's going back to my point that I made earlier. He should have, if he felt that way, he should have kept that 135 on and fought the motherfuckers that's down there.
You know what? Again, I think that so check me out. But again, this is right. This is truth over narrative. It's a little bit of what I feel, but it's a lot of truth in here. I'm telling you, B, they were broke. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
That made your purse higher, right? So whatever minimum Teofimo Lopez had, because remember, the issue in the beginning, Teofimo wasn't even going to fight Lomachenko until they gave him some more money. Remember
that.
That was a money situation, right?
Yeah,
That's number one. It was a money situation. Number two, he know, okay, I really need to move up to 140. I really need to move. But and the funny thing about it is Teofimo Lopez is a tweener. And that's the worst because he's a big 135, but he ain't that big of a 140. You get what I'm saying? He a tweener. So he went from being one of the bigger guys in the division to just a guy in the division, right? Whatever. But again, they was broke, B. So if you broke, why would I relinquish all of these belts and then fight for lesser pay at 140 against possibly stiffer competition when I could keep these three belts, push my body to the limit, make 135 one more time, beat Kambosos up, get a big bag on Triller, then I'll move up. They was broke.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
They was broke.
Hey, that's that shit was on Triller?
No, remember, it was supposed to be on Triller. Remember, it was supposed to be on Triller. They had a date. They pushed it. They had a date. Then Floyd fought Logan Paul on that Sunday. Whatever that was, because he was supposed to fight on Saturday. I think that was June. If I'm not mistaken, in my head say June 19th. You know, I'm good with these timestamps. My head say June 19th. I want to say 2020. What's that? 2 or 1? Whatever that was with Kambosos. 2022. My head say June 19th, 2021. I think 2021, right? My head, yeah, because they end up not even fighting until
June 6, 2021.
June 6, right? So that's when the fight was supposed to be. I know it was sometime in June 21. So again, like I said, do you relinquish that belt at them belts at 135, where you know more money is attached to fighting with those belts? We just seen Kambosos have a war, barely scratch. I thought Kambosos lost to Lee Selby. I seen Kambosos have a war with Nikki Bay. You get what I'm saying? Nothing told me that Kambosos was going to be competitive or that Kambosos was going to be anywhere close to being able to compete with T.O. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's a money move. They was broke. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you fucked that up, my dog. That's your wrongdoing. That's your issue. So again, right? We hear Floyd Mayweather say Teofimo Lopez should fight Tank next. Shakur should fight Devin next. How you feel about that? How you feel about Teofimo versus Tank Davis?
Why not? Why not? I mean, again, I feel like he may lose this joint right here, right?
Yep.
He ain't gonna get no money nowhere else.
The thing is, his mouth just write a check. His mouth just wrote a check that his ass probably can't cash. And if he can't cash that check, he's gonna go over to PBC for crumbs. He gonna go over to PBC for crumbs, bro.
Not if he make that Tank fight happen at a catch weight. He might that might be his payday right there. And he get his ass whipped, but he might be gone for boxing after that.
Listen, man. I got you.
Go ahead, cook.
He in a tight position. Pause. If he's gonna lose to Josh Taylor, and if he don't, it's gonna be a hell of a fight unless he just catch him early. Now, hey, listen, it's boxing. Anything can happen. What I feel like is that Teofimo gonna lose. But all right, let's say he win, and he fight Tank at a catch weight. Okay, he for sure gonna lose the Tank.
No question.
So think about it. Either he's gonna lose to Josh Taylor, sign the PBC, and if he loses, if Josh Taylor like knock him out or he lose bad, he not fighting Tank next. That don't make no sense. No. So if you lose to Josh Taylor, which is a 50-50 fight, and it's highly probable that you may lose to Josh Taylor, what do you do?
But again, listen. But to your point, right? If he signed with PBC, it's killers over there in 140. Where he gonna go to 147?
Factory.
Like it's killers over there. Like they worse than the ones that's over there at top rank.
And shout out to my man Rito. My man Rito said he going to Matchroom to go rock with Eddie and make it make too much sense. You know what, Rito? We're gonna see. We're gonna see how forgiving Eddie Hearn is, because you remember the nasty display, the nasty work that they put on in the Hulu on the Zone, saying that Eddie Hearn fixed that fight for them to lose. You remember that post fight with Kambosos and we never coming back here. I'm never coming back here. I'm going to Top Rank. They care about us over there. Now they don't care about you. Come on, man. These guys is crazy, man.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
He could fight.
Yeah, like where he gonna go? Where is he gonna go?
That's what I'm saying.
Where is he going to?
He gotta beat Josh Taylor. If he lose to Josh Taylor, he's cooked.
But listen, if he beat Josh Taylor, right? He already said this is his last fight. You think he gonna sign back?
No, he can't. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. Where he gonna go regardless?
You said people disrespecting you. Andre Ward and Tim Bradley is dick suckers. You don't rock with ESPN no more. This your last fight over here. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Blah blah blah. So why would I resign you?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You die. He went over the Matchroom and possibly burnt that bridge. Now Eddie might bring him over, but you think Eddie gonna bring him over and develop him, or you think Eddie gonna bring him over and throw him in the fire? Come on. Come on, my man said T.O. Hitchens versus T.O. and Y in the Hulu, and we already know Eddie loved MSG in the Hulu. That's a fact, but I'm not sure T.O. could make it past this Josh Taylor fight in the Hulu. And the last time we seen Lopez in the Hulu, his dad was in the third row dancing, and he was in the ring getting the shit beat out of him.
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Oh, you right about that. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, forget what I said. Keep him. He gonna have to keep him. They made their bid. Now it's time to lie in it. That's a fact, bro. Let me see what else. My man Steph said, "Come on, man, it's joint. Let me see." My man Steph said it'll be fight by fight. But you think he's gonna be back? I don't think you think so. So what you do you think that he could go like what you like if you was Tiafimo manager right now, which would be his dad, but if you was Tiafimo manager right now, where would you have him go? My man B talking on mute.
My bad. Say it again. I thought you were talking to somebody in the comments. My bad. What'd you say?
If you was Tiafimo manager, where would you have him go?
Hey, listen. I the reason why I can't say manager because I'm thinking the way I'm thinking now. Like, where can he go that he ain't gonna be a thorn in the fire regardless? Where can he go?
Yeah.
My thing with Tio is like his skills. He got crazy athleticism, but his skills is just like your ceiling ain't high.
Facts. But look, and you know what? And actually, my man Steph, he brought up a good point. He's saying, I'm saying not sign a big deal, but a fight by fight basis. But the fact of the matter is, if he lose to Josh Taylor, he could go on a fight to fight basis. I mean, but he'd just be a glorified journeyman.
Brandon Lee 147, ain't he?
No, he won 40. Yeah, 140.
Oh, he won 40. Oh, he won 40. Okay, well, he won 40. I don't know why he thought he was 147. Yeah, you know even Brandon Lee might get him up out of it.
Nah, he gonna fuck Brandon. Right.
Come on now.
All right, think about it. Come on, dog. But now think about it. Think about it. T.O. ain't going over there to fight Brandon Lee, right? T.O. he's a name. We know who T.O. name is. He gonna fight. He gonna have to fight the Gary Antoines, the Ponces, and all. He gonna have to fight them. Matias. I didn't want to bring him up because I already he gonna get him up out of there. But he gonna have to fight them peoples. He might even have to fight the Rollies, and we don't know how he do with that.
That's a fact. That man said they gave us the shortest month to celebrate our history, man. The shortest month to go through the books.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
The shortest month. Come on, T.O. You probably go to PBC and fight Brandon Lee. Shit. That's a 50-50 fight. He said, but man, there's so many variables. Everyone has come together, and plus the promoters, two plus the fighters right now. T.O. struggling, trying to get his own. It's a cutthroat business. Yeah, it's a cutthroat business. Yeah, it is a cutthroat business, man. Definitely cutthroat. But it's about to get way more cutthroat. Hey, for everybody in the chat, man, I got 13 people in here, man. Make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all dropping these comments. Make sure y'all subscribing, man. We in this joint cooking tonight, man. We've been in here for 45 minutes, man. Let me get them likes up, man. I just dropped the link in the chat. If anybody else want to come in the chat, we want to talk about this topic, you want to cook on this topic, you want to tell me something, holla at me, man. We here. The link is in the chat, man. Come and join the Moment of Truth, episode 16. Me and my man B, we ain't cooking right now, man. But nah, that I think, man. Again, I blame his father. Truthfully, I blame his father, man. I blame his father. He putting this guy under a lot of pressure. You get what I'm saying? Even in the same interview where he mentioned all this stuff that he was saying in this interview. At one point, they was at like a park or something like that. Teofimo Lopez is running. The lights went out, and his father's like, 400 meters. He's running 400 meters in 57 seconds. We might put him in track. See, B, you know, one thing about me, bro, like I like to study people. You get what I'm saying? I like to analyze people's habits, the way they talk, their mannerisms, the way they say. That comment about we might put him in track. And Teofimo Lopez Sr., his son is still a little boy.
Hey, remember, he can run, he can jump, and he can pass. Remember Friday Night Lights where Bowie Miles' uncle was in the crowd talking? That's how he act, bro. Like, chill out. Your son, your son, you bigging your son head up to be this elite talent that he ain't. You know what I mean? Or he could be, but but at the same time, too, you can only blame his father so much because Shawty's a grown man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He's a grown man.
But see, the thing for me is just looking at the situation is like, it's not like how many father-son duos where the father isn't a former professional fighter or got this long, outstanding boxing career or pedigree or whatever. How often do you see them guys go to the top, get to the top, stay and reign at the top? It just don't happen, bro. You need other people. You need Joey Gamashes. You need a team full of guys. But with him, it's just him and Daddy Dukes. It's only him and his father.
I'm honestly not a fan of the father-son duo. I mean, of course, you got some outliers like the Kenny Porters and Chump Porter.
But see, but look, remember again, Kenny Porter, he got a very extensive amateur coaching pedigree.
Right,
You get what I'm saying?
right.
It's a team with him. You see Coach Larry Wade alongside of him. You see other people there. Kenny Porter is so respected that Tank Davis brought him in for the Ryan Garcia
For the
camp.
Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, again, it's like, for example, me, right? Now, I could turn this camera around right now. I got 4 kids. They all upstairs right now. I could literally turn the camera on, turn the camera around, and let the whole YouTube watch me do pad work with all 4 of my kids, my 4-year-old, my 7-year-old, my 10-year-old, and my high schooler, my 14-year-old girl. They all could do pad work. But again, I understand that if I'm teaching my kids how to fight, even as a dad, I could teach them a lot of things, bro. I could maybe even win some tournaments, some amateur fights. We could maybe even do this thing on a pro level to a certain extent. But me never being there before and wanting my child to perform at the highest level, it's insane to think I don't need no help. It's insane, bro. It's insane. But the fact of the matter is, they was broke. Steph, what's going on, baby?
I'm just chilling, man. Listening, watching the Lakers lose. But yeah.
So that must. I mean, we must go get we're gonna get an interview tonight from my man Dylan Brooks, right?
Right.
I hope not.
108, 94, 340 left.
Oh yeah, he gonna finally take. He crazy. Yeah, but how you feel about this, man?
Man, I mean, honestly, shit, I'm not surprised. And you know, I mean, if you got that type of hate in your heart, you know, and when I say that, just like jealous of the black fighters who are doing well or being chauffeured or whatever, how he looks it. So that's my initial thoughts. And then I'm just like, I don't care. I mean, Tia gonna have to figure it out just like everyone else, man. He's not the only boxer in the world. We're trying to have success. We're trying to be the best. We're trying to be number one. We're trying to be the unified champion or what it is that boxing has to offer. He's not the only one. That's all I kind of hear from him bitching right now. I don't know what the future holds for him as far as like what's he gonna do. He said that, right? Like, this is my last fight.
Yeah, he said that. He said, this is my last fight. He said, this is my last fight over here on ESPN. He literally said that.
Right. Well, I mean, hey, man, Tio says a lot of things, man. It doesn't make it true, though, right? Just because he said it. So we shall see. I stole this from KB. The real profit here is time. And right now, he's in a pretty good fight with Josh Taylor. He's in a fight that he could win. He's in a fight that he needs to win if he wants to have success afterward. Because right now, you're talking a gang of shit. So worry about that, man. Worry about that. And then I agree in totality with both of you gentlemen, man. This dude, you know, I'm starting to sense that now as far as like in my boxing fandomship and how I'm graduating in this thing and moving up levels. Yeah. A lot of my favorite fighters, man, need help. They need extra eyes on them. They need direction. They need teaching. Facts. Because it's starting to be apparent that they don't know what to do when they're hurt or don't know what to do, with the food, playing with it too long, not, being relentless enough, or just working and/or in strengths. So that's apparent, right? That's very apparent. All the other stuff, man, T.O. is not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. Like I done some fucked up shit still every day. So it is what it is. Just hopefully he's responsible.
Keep him.
Yeah, that too. I like that. You got to keep that. You got to keep
That's
that for a
the
while.
Lopez saying that. That ain't me.
Yeah, you got to keep that. You got to keep that. That's just. I'm locking to the bank on that one, man.
Claire, that might be a permanent part of the soundboard,
Who
man.
is he talking about? You think though?
Huh?
Who's he talking about? You think?
No, it's a whole. That's not just a soundbite. I just took a soundbite from the interview.
No. I'm asking who you think T.O. is talking about as he's ranting like that.
Oh, he's talking about, because you got to think about it. Jared Anderson is getting a hometown fight. July 1st, Jared Anderson get a hometown fight. There's been talks of the next couple fights. We should be seeing Keyshawn Davis returning to Norfolk, Virginia for a hometown fight. Obviously, we just saw Shakur Stevenson for the second time put over 10,000 people in the Prudential Center. Last time he did $1 million gate. I believe this time it was about 850 something, close to that. Yeah, I mean, you got to.
Well, like, hey, T.O., like, you've gotten that before. They showcased you just last summer around this time with Compa with your 140 debut, and that's on your way back up. Before that, you got a shot at like 8-0, 9-0 at Comey and knocked his ass out. Then you go and unify like in COVID in the bubble. So like the whole world saw that, man. What you bitching about?
That's the fact, man. I'm gonna tell you what he's bitching about.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
He don't want the black
keep
fighters
them.
He want the black. He don't want the black fighters there.
So it's again, man. I told you, shit, man. Inferior complex, man. I don't know, something wrong.
And my man Rito said Bob Arum see the wave and he see T.O. ceiling as low as the Hulus. It is what it is. Game is the game, my boy. No, that's a fact. But see, the thing is, they put in T.O. in a sink or swim fight, right? If this is his last contract if his last fight on ESPN or on Top Rank, you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight. You've been talking. You've been now listen, right? The same shit I'm talking. If he go ahead and knock Josh Taylor out, I'm gonna have to eat it. Pause. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I don't believe with the training. I don't believe the mindset. I don't believe the being not accepting responsibility and not being accountable as a fuck boxer. I'm talking about being a grown man. If you can't do that, ain't no way you could succeed in life. Forget boxing. If you can't, as a man, if you can't be accountable, if you can't be responsible and accountable for the things that you do, and that's your fault, how can you succeed in life, man? You can't, bro. It's no way. I know that for a fact. It's not. I never met not one man, M-A-N, capital M-A-N. I never met one man that wasn't responsible for his own actions, that didn't take accountability for the things that he did. This motherfucker's, he running around here talking about the Illuminati. Come on. He talking about they took the belt from him so that Devin could fight for the belt. Why would DAZN take the belt from you so that Devin Haney could go to ESPN?
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
Come on, man. That's
I'm surprised he said if they want them niggas, they can keep them. That's what he really wanted to say.
That's what he wanted to say. That's what he wanted to say.
Well, he said that to Haney, when you remember they were jarring at that fight a couple years back.
Yeah, he called Haney a nigga. Yeah, Haney told him you're a racist. He told me that's not racist on my body. Yeah, you just showed it.
Hey, my man Jay, shout out to Jay MMA, man. My man Jay MMA said, I think T.O. got to put on an impressive performance versus Josh. I think he's starting to lose respect from a lot of people in boxing. Just immature he does. Okay. Yeah, man. But he ain't, you know what I mean? Tio and his daddy will be begging for the fight after that. Yeah, that's a fact. Blame his pops too. Sad to say, but his pops in his ear make it no better. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That begs the question, actually, Truth. I want to ask you this because you said it earlier. But I'll just ask it outright and just generalizing, right? Do we have any villains in boxing? Like villains, like actual villains, like someone has taken that role. That's
Fury.
him, yeah. Oh, Tyson Fury. Oh yeah, definitely him. Definitely him, yeah.
I mean, no question. Tyson Fury.
Tyson for sure. He's a cheater, no doubt.
And another guy that's trying to take on that role, I believe, on purpose, is Terrence Crawford.
I don't know. He kind of stupid with it. I don't know, man. That guy, I don't know. He gonna get forced into an ass whooping. Nice. That's not a villain. The word. Yeah.
Well, I feel it's a 50-50 fight, Class, so I ain't gonna say that. I think that's a great fight. Hopefully we get it before I kick the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Tio gotta have the worst father coach in boxing history. I agree. Khaled, I agree with you. I agree with you, my boy. For sure. This is so again. If he again, I think somebody said earlier, if he loses to Josh Taylor, this conversation is over. If Josh Taylor beat Teofimo Lopez, that's it. Church is out. You could cancel Christmas. He's cooked. He gonna be the young. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If that motherfucker loses to Josh Taylor, he's gonna be the youngest journeyman in the history of boxing. Facts. He gonna have the sharpest incline and decline in the history of boxing, for sure. I don't know. At the same time, it looked like his pops can't keep control of him either. Tio, that's for sure. It's not that his pops. No, the problem, June, is that Teofimo Lopez's father got full control over what he do. Teofimo Lopez is starting to even emulate his dad. He's starting to say the same things, but you could tell even as Teofimo Lopez was talking in this interview again. Shout out to Champ. Not my bad. That's the wrong thing. Again, my man Lefty put it up. And part of the interview, I dropped a short today. So if y'all on here, go ahead and go over to my shorts. I dropped a short with I think it was about 30 or 40 seconds of Teofimo during that interview with Punch Drunk Boxing. And so I dropped the short, and he sounded like his dad for real.
By the way, Truth, that interview like of him saying keep the black fighters over there. Do you think he said that when he did the interview during Shakur's fight? Remember that they had like a commercial break, and Josh Taylor and them pulled. Josh Taylor was at that fight, and then they
he was working out, getting ready for this fight. They was out, so it was like a whole thing. It was
okay. All right.
It was like like this platform right here. Punch Drunk was sitting at his computer, and the other screen was Teofimo Lopez and his dad. You could tell they called it on the phone or something like that. Teofimo was like running sprints, and after that, they showed him like getting in the car. Dad's driving, Tio's like in the back seat, and he's just right in the ring. He's just going.
Where is he training these days?
I don't know. Hell, if I know.
He on the East Coast?
I don't know where I do that, man. I don't know what he doing. Who a real dirty fighter on boxing?
I mean, there's a lot, man. All the UK guys, shit. Except Sonny.
Lomachenko. Who else do dirty stuff? Rolly get real nasty in there. Shit, it looked like Ryan wanted to throw an elbow at Tank when he was trying to look like when he was trying to clinch. He looked like he wanted to hit him with an MMA joint. So I think Matchroom would take a shot at Tio. But I don't think the shot at Tio would be in an effort to build Tio. I think the shot at Tio will most likely be in an effort to now think about this, right? Because again, Teofimo may or may not be done. Josh Warrington is for sure dirty. But let's just say he lose. Okay, cool. Now, if he go to Matchroom, you got Hitchens over there, Montana Love over there, you got Tio over there. I'm hearing it looked like they might be getting Regis Prograis over there. Now, just that little 4 mix of 140 fighters You get what I'm saying? That's a tight little mix right there. You know, T.O., Hitchens, what's my man name? Regis, and who else I just said? And maybe in Montana Love. It's a couple guys over there. Now you got Steve Spark, who beat Montana Love. It looked like he was on before the over the rope shit. Looked like he was on the way to beating Montana Love. Very big 140 pounder. Even Stevie Spark, he fought Tim Tszyu at 54. So again, that guy, you know what I mean? So you know how it go. Yeah, let me see. What does Josh even do after he wins? He was supposed to go to 147, but I think he realized that's not the move. Well, Jay, the sky's the limit for Josh Taylor. If
he's moving up,
huh?
I say he's for sure moving up after this fight. No
but
doubt.
even still, now that Josh Taylor could come to the States, a lot could happen. Right? See, before we were under the impression that he couldn't come here. So now that he could come here, now it's like it changes a couple things. Let me see. I mean,
come on over to PBC, Josh. Come get this money, dog. Come on now.
I mean, June said T.O. trained in Jersey. He trained in Jersey, I think, for Sandor. Yeah. Another guy who I interviewed, Rajon Chance. I believe Rajon Chance got some rounds in with him as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know how I go. T.O. training in a town with no
boss.
If they want black fighters, they can keep them.
Yup, facts.
Y'all stupid, dog. Man, we gonna fucking toast this dude. Texas toast out.
He said, hey, my man Callis said, remember the zone of Eddie Roberts. Now T.O. taking shots at top ranking black fighters. T.O. got the psychological disorder that Bud got.
Man, brother.
The Matchroom, he ducking real smoke. Ain't no belt on Matchroom. Okay. We'll see.
I was about to ask you that. I was like, what's up with my man Regis, man? Like you.
Hey, listen.
You off, big fella.
Clef, you let me. You asked me. I think Regis was looking at a Pacquiao fight in Saudi because them there probably pay for it. Come back, maybe fight a Ryan Garcia, maybe fight a Hitchens. Like you would never know. We never know.
I mean, look. I know the money talks. I know that, and that's none of my business. But that aside, homie, you talked a gang of shit about being a world champion, about beating this dude and that dude. But now you all over the place is what I'm really saying. So I'm like, man, make your mind up.
Facts.
Because if not, like, because you're not doing anything in like solid, you ain't got no foundation. You're not sitting down anywhere. That's another thing that's kind of important with a lot of these fighters.
My man L Dub said that the Arnold Barboza and Liam Paro purse bid is tomorrow. That should be a good fight. Now, hey, I don't know if my man L Dub's still in there, but L Dub, if you still down in them comments, is Barboza still a top ranked fighter? Now I know he done got a lot of fights. I know he had some issues because he couldn't get them fights, and he wanted Teofimo Lopez, he wanted a title shot, he wanted a lot of things. But is Barboza still a top ranked fighter? I'm not sure, so that's why I'm asking the question. And Liam Paro, that's another. I forgot, Cleb. Liam Paro is another guy that's on the zone. Australian guy. He could fight for sure. He definitely could scrap. So we'll see, man. I thought so too. Josh Taylor said on the Last Stand podcast that he's staying at 140 for another year. My man Undercard Boxing, great channel, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I for sure appreciate it. Boston's. Oh shit, my bad. Speaking of Ryan, when he headlines his next fight, what do you predict the pay-per-view numbers is going to be? That's a good question.
About the 300s, maybe the 4s.
That's another one. Let's just wait and see, man. This guy is gonna go put a lot of money in the bank. He already doesn't fight a lot, given whatever with his recent history. So let's just wait and see with him. I said this before. First off, I'm glad that shit is over. Congrats, Tank. Secondly, it was a win-win always for Ryan. Win, lose, or draw. It was always that situation was a win-win for him. For me, now that fast forward to this present day, thinking about it, I'm just like, man, Ryan, don't fuck it up, man. Like you got the heart, you got the balls to fucking get in there and tangle with the best and lose, but you can beat some people, and you're marketable. So just don't fuck it up. Don't fuck that up.
For sure.
Hey, did we already talk? I mean, I know you made a video, but did we already talk a little bit about Tank and Ryan?
Go ahead, Cook. How you felt about that? Go
Listen,
ahead. Yeah, well, you know, I did it live after, but yeah, go ahead, Cook on it, my boy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said send your video for after, but I just wanted to say one thing, because you just brought it up earlier. Why the hell did Sean Porter have Ryan Garcia beating Tank when his father was in the corner?
He's still mad at his dad for stopping the Bud fight.
You think so? You think so?
I just
it just
yo, listen.
What was it that people seen in Ryan that really thought? Because me and you said it before. There's no way in hell Ryan was winning that fight.
No.
It was no way in hell. So what was people looking at to think that Ryan? And I told people before, when he throw that, people like, oh, that's a quick left. No, that boy got to load up with everything in his body in order to throw that left hand. And what happened? Got his ass sit on his back pocket. So I'm trying to figure out, what did people think?
Real quick, so my man Jay said, as a Regis fan, the way he moving is so confusing. LOL. I think there's a lot of fighters at 140 for him. If Rolly wins, that's a big fight right there. Jay, listen, bro. Regis Prograis is a former, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have had the WBA strap, right? I think
that's correct. That's correct. Yes, he had the WBA
strap at 140, right?
Yeah,
lost
2018.
And that guy is 35 years old in one of the deepest divisions in the sport of boxing. Regis Prograis is looking to cash out. It only makes sense. You 20-something fights in, you're a champion again, you're 35 years old. I cannot see Regis Prograis competing at a high level I can't see Regis Prograis competing at a high level at 37, 38, 39 years old. I just don't see that. So Regis Prograis, he need to find the path of least resistance. I do want to see him fight a fight.
Oh, no.
But for his career, he need to find if I'm him, I'm on Eddie Herndor. I'm in Joe Markowitz email saying, hey, please bring me over to the zone. I will fight Ryan Garcia or whoever y'all got for the highest amount of money.
That's why he want that Tank fight. I'm pretty sure he want to fight Tank for his last fight, bro. I know he do. Everybody want to fight Tank now.
You're not coming down to 105, though. Come on, man, get your old ass up to 47.
He gonna do that. He gonna do that catch weight like Ryan.
Hey, look, and B, you wonder why
to avoid Devin Haney, Brian.
Hey, B, you wonder why Sean Porter picked Ryan to beat Tank? Perfect reason.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Listen, man, I don't give a fuck if you're a fighter. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. If you're not watching it, if you're not studying it, if you're not looking at the game tapes, if you're not analyzing habits, studying patterns and all of that, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. For anybody to pick Ryan Garcia over Tank Davis, you either A, don't rate Tank Davis high enough, or B, feel like this guy with a left hand, a left hook, and all these other flaws is going to rule the world. I was begging people, go watch the Tango fight. One thing that the Zone is very effective at is the post-fight highlights. Even the Tank and Ryan. If you go on the Zone, a YouTube channel, and look at the Tank and Ryan highlights, you didn't need to watch the fight. They always put up comprehensive, in-depth, detailed highlights of these fights. People say, oh, Tego ran from Ryan. Tego moved around the ring for the first half of the fight. You watch the second half of the fight, Tego standing right in front of Ryan Garcia, man. Right in front of Ryan Garcia. Ain't no way you're going to tell me that Tego going to go 12 rounds or Ryan Garcia and that Ryan Garcia will beat Tank. It's no fucking way. It's no way. Pop. Come on, bro. No way. No way. No way. I don't know why people was picking him. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. Because they just wanted to see Tank lose. It's the Floyd Mayweather effect. It's not about Tank. It's about Floyd. They wanted Floyd to lose. People tuned in, and Floyd did those numbers. Yes, he was an exciting fighter. Yes, he was popular. Yes, he was undefeated. But people tuned in to see the man lose. We know Ryan Garcia ain't polished, man. A lot of times, fighters, and I promise you this, a lot of times fighters, most of the time, fighters they cash out on the back end. I think that Ryan Garcia was one of those guys that was talented enough to get to a certain level. I even heard a quote from Joe Goosen say, you don't train Ryan Garcia, you collaborate with him.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's bullshit. If you can't train Ryan Garcia, just say that. If he don't listen or don't work hard, just say that. Talking about a fighter that ain't been in a championship. He just lost the Tank, and he's still never been in a championship fight. But you collaborate with him? What kind of experience he got? Again, no disrespect to Ryan. I don't got no hate in my heart towards Ryan. Ryan is a young man. I'm glad, I'm glad that he was, took the fight, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, man, listen, he had no chance. It was no way in hell. No way.
And this my thing too with it. People be like, Tank knew what he was doing. There's no way in the world Brian should have been in the ring with him, or he's too young. He wasn't ready for that. How do you know? Say he got in there at age 24 and beat the shit out of Tank. He was ready, right?
Yeah, of course.
How would you know?
Or he landed a phantom left hook. Oh, he ready. We knew it. Come on, man. Wait, you knew what? You know what I know?
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
That's the only thing I know for a fact. That's it. I know that for a fact. Most motherfuckers do not know what they're talking about. They do not know what they're watching. They do not know what they're looking at. They just watching motherfuckers throw punches and go back to the corner.
If you want the black fighters, keep them.
Hey, hold on.
That's fucking good, bro.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. The
He
fuck
said keep them. Fucking, I'm dead, man.
Yo, when I hear that, when I hear him, I just.
And I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Come on, man. He just got crazy. Tanko was literally ducking that left hook the same way Tank did, but he not as clean defensively as Tank, but the counters was there. Come on, man. Ryan didn't listen to Joe. Of course he didn't listen to Joe. Of course not. Let's see. There was no way Joe could even iron out the potholes in Ryan's game in that amount of time. Of course not. Ryan did a whole new team from promoter on down. I like Ryan, though. He seemed like a good guy. He just got to get more active. Listen, Ryan got to change. Ryan got to learn how to hide that left hook. Ryan got to learn how to fight a southpaw. Ryan got to do a lot of different things. The biggest mistake that Ryan Garcia and his team did was saying that he cannot make 135 no more. I would have a lot more hope and I would believe in this Ryan Garcia thing a lot more if Ryan Garcia was staying at 135. I don't think Ryan Garcia could beat the top. I don't think he could beat Regis Prograis. I think him and Jose Ramirez is a very close fight. I don't think he could beat Josh Taylor. I think, funny enough, I think Teofimo Lopez knocked his fucking head off, right? Devin Haney, when he move up, I don't think he could beat Dev. It's guys there. There's guys there, right? I don't think he could beat Matias. I don't think he could beat Richardson Hitchens. It's guys there. It's guys there that I don't think he could beat. I'm serious. I don't think that Ryan can compete with the top 5, 6, 7 guys at 140 pounds. I don't. But we got 12 people in here, man. Make sure I hit that like button. If you're new in here, make sure you drop a comment. My man Jay MMA, he new in here, man. Let me just drop another comment too. My man Jay said, yeah, the biggest thing for Ryan, he really needs to figure out if he's going to be 100% committed to boxing. Goosen put together a game plan for him, and Ryan did not even commit to it for more than 2 rounds. Facts. Can he beat Steve Spark and Montana Love? I ain't gonna lie, he probably smoked Montana Love. You know what? He probably beat Montana Love. He probably beat Steve Spark. See, look, you know what? The real thing about me though, Rito, bro, I'm gonna be 100. Like I'll be everything I say, I'll really be being 100 with this shit. You feel me? I won't even say nothing that I think is bullshit, even if I feel a type of way. If I feel a type of way, I'm still gonna say what I feel to be the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though T.O. pissed me off, hold on, give me 1 second. Even though Teofimo Lopez pissed me off by saying
if they want the black fighters, they can keep
I'm gonna
them.
still be honest when I'm evaluating Teofimo Lopez because I'm going off of what I see, what I'm observing, what I'm studying, and not what I feel. You get what I'm saying? So Montana Love ain't showing me why I think he could beat, Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia can land that hook on him a couple times. But then again, Montana Love is a southpaw. Montana Love, he can fight. He got a little chin on him. I think he could do a couple of things. And then on top of that, Tank just gave a game plan. You put some lead hand traffic in there with that guy, he nutted up. He wasn't jabbing past the lead hand. He wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Destroyed. He gets destroyed by Gary. Gary Antoine smokes his boots. All counter punches. He don't even got to throw it. Gary Antoine could wait for the counter. He's smoking his boots. You know what I mean? He could be yeah, facts. Fight AB. That's good. Hey, Claire, what you think about an AB and Ryan Garcia fight?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's a good fight. I mean, yeah, I mean that's a good fight. But aside that, excuse me, I got food in my mouth. I want to see what AB looks like, under Don King and back in shape first, because in my mind right now, he looks sad of it still. So let me see that first. But that's a good fight. I like that fight.
I don't know because AB was supposed to show up for a press conference with Bill Hutchison, whoever the fuck that guy is, on what's that? Don King, and he ain't show up for the. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If that man
Really?
signed with Don King and he played with Don King, we ain't never seeing AB again for sure. He'll be in court with Don King until he's 45 for sure.
Dang, man.
Boston's,
All
I
right,
think, is
well, I said, all right, well, pray for AB, man. Shit. He's only, I think he's my age. What is he, 32? 33?
What? I'm 34. AB is older than me. AB
is he?
Yeah, AB got to be 35. I'm 34. AB got to be at least 35.
I'm messing up myself. I'll be 34 this year too. I don't think he is though. Maybe a year flew by already, but I think he's still kind of young, like early 30s.
Oh, damn! I'm older than this.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm old. No, well, I'm joking, but I am older than. But that, yeah, okay, that's fine. So AB birthday, he 33. I just turned. My birthday was April 1st. I just turned 34. Adrian Broner birthday is July 28th. So I'm a couple months older than AB. He will be 34 on July 28th.
Okay. Well, again, let's just see him get in shape first before we start talking big fights.
No. If you look on his YouTube, he's still training. He's in shape. Now he got a 6-pack for real. He in shape.
Yeah, he got a 6-pack. Right.
Yeah, he in shape. He in shape now for sure. So
that's crazy. Wow.
Who are you talking about? AB?
AB.
Yeah. I just seen I just on YouTube. I think it was on YouTube. He was working out.
Yeah, he in shape. He for sure in shape.
Yeah. But is he gonna throw his hand?
That's good, man. That's good. That's good news. It took fucking 4 years for that.
That's the question. Let me see. Ryan won't get better if he's not training outside of camp. Camp is not for learning and fixing serious holes. That's a fact. Also, let's look at this. What was the last boxer that we seen with a mainstream commercial? See, Ryan Garcia, when I look at him, I see a guy that could possibly get into acting. I see a guy that could possibly be a model. I see a guy that could, sell his face for profit. You get what I'm saying? What if Ryan, I mean, he got a GMC commercial. He got a Gatorade commercial. What if Ryan Garcia was like, you know what? Let me cash out, put some money in the bank, and let me go ahead and explore the rest of what my career be. I remember like right around that time, the Manny Pacquiao rumors came out with Ryan Garcia. He was talking about retiring. Y'all remember that? I could be. I mean, I know I'm not tripping, but he was talking about retiring around that time. Let's see. If Ryan is truly committed, he shouldn't be taking a huge lick because he got the bag. Let me see. Didn't AB and Don King skip their own prep? Yeah. AB 33 facts. Boxing Gyms, yo. Shout out to my man Boxing Gyms Film Study,
Boxing Gym, yeah.
Listen, Boxing Gyms is the fucking GOAT with this boxing shit, man. It's a couple guys. It's a couple guys that I really rock with that do this boxing shit. L-Dub is one of them guys, and for sure, every single day I'm on YouTube. I'm looking at Boxing Gyms. Boxing Gyms is definitely, bro. Boxing Gyms is definitely one of them guys that if you don't know the sport of boxing, if you don't know what you're looking at, he do these breakdown videos. Very, very, very easy to understand. I like that. He take all the terms. He make it easy for you to understand. He pause. He put a lot of work in there. And on top of that, I'm going to just pause real quick. On top of that, they be flagging my man videos, man. So if you can, go over to Boxing Gyms Film Study. Is right here. It's scrolling at the bottom of my screen. Go join my bro Patreon. Go listen. Pay to play, man. Tap in with my man Boxing Gyms for sure. You feel me? But that's my dog, man.
No question.
Oxygen, yeah, nah, facts, man. It's crazy, man. I mean,
Sean Porter definitely, because I really didn't understand that, man. Your father was in this man corner, and you still picked against this man. I really think that people want Tank to lose. Even some of these older fighters want that man to lose.
Yeah, because again, like Tank don't model himself as a role model. He don't model himself as somebody that you should follow yourself behind, and none of that. Tank is just Tank, and sometimes people hate the fact that like people want like in order for you to be this big crossover star, people want you to be a certain type of individual. And when you got a guy like Tank and he's not a certain type of individual, I think it bothers people. You get what I'm saying? I think people have a problem with him genuinely being himself, but still able to have Madonna come to your fight. Who the last one of these motherfuckers had Madonna at a fight? Did you see the celebrities that was at the Tank Ryan? That shit did what, 1.2, 1.4 million? Come on, man. Hey, give me a second. Give me a second, man. Hold on. Let me drop the screen down. My man Broadway Joel in the building. As you can see, you can go to BroadwayJoel.com, get you one of these Dominican boxing shirts. You see this, look, you see this stretchy. The logo ain't changing. This joint feel good. This joint moving. Let me introduce my brother, my bro, the voice of Dominican boxing, de lo mío, Broadway Joel. Hey.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
What it do, Broadway?
What's going on, fellas? I appreciate the intro. I appreciate the promo for the shirt. I know that shit is definitely quality. You looking fresh as hell. You haven't looked this good in a minute. I'll be honest with you. You always look good. But it's been a minute you look this good. It's like you got my shirt on.
Deserve.
Nah, man. Shout out to you and your channel. What's going on, fellas? What we talking about?
Well, right now we talking about I guess what's possibly next for Ryan Garcia, what we see him going.
I just hope he's properly rehydrated at this point. 2 days since the fight. Y'all know I like fucking with y'all. Nah. Good thing is he's moving up, right? To 40. That's what he said. There is no lack of opponents. You know what I'm saying? There's no shortage. There's no like, oh fuck, like I gotta find it is no. You're gonna find maybe you might not get a name, but you're gonna get some fights. You're gonna get tough fights, whether it be on his side of the street. I mean, they got Dalton Smith, they got Richardson Hitchens, they got Montana Love, who else? Steve Spark.
You know, Steve Spark and Valenzuela, which is a good
That's
fight.
a good fight. That's a good fight, man. I'm matter of fact, I just want to address that fight. That's a fight that's on the Canelo undercard. That those are two names, unless you are hardcore, you don't know. Yo, that's going. I don't know who wins that fight. I'm favoring Valenzuela, but I don't know what to make of Steve Spark after that last performance. I think Valenzuela is a really good fighter, but I like what I saw from Steve Spark. I'm curious. But my point is, what's up?
Do you let him go or do you keep him?
Who?
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Come on, man. I mean, right now the black fighters are the best fighters. So I mean, shit. You got Haney, you got Shakur, you got fucking Tank, you got you got a bunch of guys. Like I mean,
I'm just popping shit, man. Now, how you feel now? Shout out to my man Liam. But nah, go ahead, keep cooking, bro. I'm just talking shit, you know.
Nah, it's all good. You want me to address that situation?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, as y'all know, T.O. used to be my favorite fighter up until he lost to Kambosos. Now, y'all probably thinking like, damn, your favorite fighter take one loss, you hop off the train. That's not what it is. It's how he reacted, how he conducted himself after that. That's why I'm like, yo, bro, I can't be a fan of you acting like a fucking bozo. And I'll be honest with you, this dude is not well mentally, man. And I'm not excusing. I don't want people to be like, oh, he's excusing it, saying he's no. I'm just saying he's not well mentally, and what he said was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's acting like a fucking like, yo, bro. You've had 3 shitty performances in a row, and you getting the title shot, and you complaining? Like, what favoritism is fucking top rank showing the black fighters? What are you talking about?
Exactly, Broadway. Exactly. That was my point.
You getting a bigger fight than Shakur got in his last fight. Fuck is you talking about? Devin Haney fighting Loma. You got a shot at Loma too. You know what I'm saying? These are people in and around your division. So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, they could keep the black fighters, bro. It makes no sense. You got your shot against Loma. You won. Then you went to Kambosos, fucked up the bag, had 2 shitty performances, and still got a title shot. Not only a title shot, a fucking lineal title shot against the number 1 guy. So, and you fucking got the nerve to fucking be ungrateful to why this your last fight on PBC and all this bullshit. Fuck out of here, man.
Top rank, yeah, it's his last fight on top rank.
Hey, real quick. Broadway, agree with everything you said, except for he got a bigger fight than Shakur. He got a bigger fight than Shakur has ever had coming up.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's a good point. A bigger fight than Shakur has ever had in his career. And you could say Haney got a bigger fight coming up, and it's true. But motherfucker, you fought that dude too. So it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right. And then what do you say? The Illuminati took the belt from me. So
Look, and that's why I'm Broadway. He's saying Eddie Hearn and them conspired to take the belt from him so Devin can go over to ESPN and fight for Undisputed. Fuck is we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That dude is not making sense. Like, I honestly think he doesn't, like, he's not all up there. I think he may have like some bipolar shit. You know what? Let me not say that because I don't want to be fucking diagnosing people on the internet. But my point is, like, yo, that dude is not well in the head, bro. Like, what he's saying, it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna diagnose him on the internet, bro. You only as good as the motherfuckers you hang around. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. After that, I remember after the Pedro Campa fight, he was in the ring crying, dancing. He went in the back. It was a bunch of weirdos around him. Let's be real. It was a bunch of weirdo motherfuckers around him, cheering and shit for him and all of that. And his pops is around him all the time. The more and more we hear Teofimo Lopez, the more and more he sound like his father.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Listen, bro. Even in the soundbite, you could hear his dad like, oh, like you listen. I'm telling you, like if you watch the whole, if you like listen or watch that whole,
I heard that.
His dad, like it's certain shit when he was like, oh, this is my last fighter. When he like, oh, this is my last fight on ESPN. You can hear his father in the back. All right, yours. You feel me, bro?
It sounded like he, because T.O. was like, man, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Like it was like, oh, what is it your father trying to stop you from saying what's going on?
You know what? These motherfuckers probably sitting around each other all day having these conversations, and Pops is popping his shit, and he really don't want these conversations to get mainstream and to be out. And now Teofimo in his bag because Pops is talking, and then he just spilling the beans, man. But again, I don't think that comment about wanting the black fighters and keeping, I don't think that was an impromptu comment. I think that might have been something that him and his father talked about, him and somebody have talked about, and that shit was just those fruits was just coming to bear as he was in his bag doing his interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, and truthfully, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think Teofimo Lopez is racist. Like again, for me personally, I feel like racism is in the hands of the man with the power, right? If you, not to be funny, right? If you a trailer trash guy from Morgantown, West Virginia, which is probably the highest fucking opioid place in the United States of America, you can't be racist against me. Nigga, I got a certain amount of money. I got a certain amount of whatever. What you do don't affect me. But if you're a police officer, if you're a judge, if you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you make legislation, if you work in the government, now you could affect me. Those people can be racist. A random guy that can't affect my life in no way, shape, or form, you just prejudiced, bro.
I get it. But my thing is though to that, right? Like I didn't think T.O. was racist for saying the N-word, right? But yeah. I thought it was racist. I had to take a side eye to him because he used it, plus what he said in that interview. If they wanted the black fighters, keep them. Like all right, now what side you on with this? Like, you know what I mean? Like what you really want to say? Like break that down for me.
Mean by that? What does that
what
mean?
You mean? Like yeah. So I never thought, I never think Hispanic people are racist for using it. You know, like come on, now. We know most of them not. But with T.O. saying that, like, if they want the black fighters, keep them. Like, all right, now we need to have a conversation. You know, like, who are you really? You know,
word, nah, fact. My man,
Boston. No, my bad. I guess
I ain't saying shit. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say the only, and I'm not making, and I'm not saying he was saying this. The only thing I can fucking think of, and this is me stretching, is he saying, like, he sees how recently, I want to say Top Rank has been invested in a lot of their prospects, Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn Davis, Duke Reagan, Troy Isley, Jahai Tucker, Shushu. I feel like their main prospects are black, but he may be saying like, oh, I see they're going in the black direction and they're not going to prioritize me. But it doesn't make sense because they're giving him a title shot, by the way. I'm just saying that's the only thing I could think he was saying.
Even that, bro, you got to think about it. His last fight that we was there for, well,
we was there. Yeah,
he was there.
I was there.
He was the main event. Xander was the co-main. Keyshawn, Shushu.
Jared Anderson.
Shushu got hurt. Jared Anderson, Keyshawn, supposed to have been, the motherfuckers was all
on his card. They was on your undercard.
They wasn't even the co-main. They was just the undercard.
Yeah, the co-main was a Puerto Rican. So what are you talking about, black fighters?
Oh, you right. Well, it was not Xander. Who was it? It was
Xander.
It was Xander. Yeah, Xander and the other dude. Yeah. Well, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, sometimes, again, I understand when you got a tight circle or a closed circle, you could start to mirror some of the habits of your friends or some of the people that's in that circle. I truly believe that comment wasn't the first time that he felt that way or heard that comment. That might have been a comment or something that somebody said in passing, or somebody might say it during a personal convo, and he just brung that shit to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? Out of frustration. But again, it's like, what does that mean? Like,
why?
Go ahead.
Now, you know what's wild is that Andre Ward was like, he never said that shit to me. I don't know what dude's talking about, something like that. He tweeted something like that, like, because then he was like, oh, I told them, you know, like I told them off in front of the whole ESPN
production crew, and that's what he said.
Yeah. Then Andre Ward was like, yo, that should never happen. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this dude is not mentally well, bro. This dude is fucked up in the head, man. Maybe he is a racist, and I'm not saying he is or isn't, but one thing I can confirm just based off his actions is, yo, the dude is not well in the head, man.
Right.
Yeah, neither is his father.
Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, no, his father strikes me as like a crazy guy, like crazy in the sense, like, you know, like somebody who's just loose at the lips. Tio, like, all jokes aside, looks like he has some kind of mental illness.
Like he gonna do action. His father just gonna talk. Cause again, if you listen to it, his father damn near sound like, come on, why you saying that shit? Like,
no, and
he's saying little shit to like fuck, like
and listen to this. While he was saying, yo, this is my last fight on ESPN, his father in Spanish said, chill, they're gonna take the fight away from you in Spanish. So I caught that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, you know, all of a sudden, Josh Taylor, quote unquote, catches COVID, and then Top Rank release you or some shit. You never know.
Like, and to that point too, right? In the Hulu theater, he called out the Heisman night. I mean, on the Heisman night, not Hulu, in the big room. Mm-hmm. Did you see the crowd that was in there? It was some people that even for the undercard. So why wouldn't Top Rank see something like that? Like, it's in New York. Like, come on now. That's a place that you could have. Tio fucking Lopez. Like, that's your fault. Like Danny said, they brought you up right. You shit the bed. Like, I don't get what you mean by they going the black direction when you real life had it. Like, you could have been the face of it and you some shit. You shit the bed. So that's why I really want to know what he mean by that. And where he gonna go? You gonna go over to PBC with the black fighters?
Nah, PBC not taking that guy, man.
Where he gonna go?
Well, only place I can think of is Golden.
Broadway, though. Remember, I don't know if you saw that thing on Champ Side today, but Floyd definitely just said that Devin Haney should fight Shakur and that Tank should fight Tio. I don't know why he said that, but it's funny that I seen that today, and then this interview with Tio come out today.
Yeah. One thing I will say is, Floyd has always talked good about Tio. I guess he likes his style, like whatever. Like, before the fucking Kambosos fight, yo, Tio was that dude, man. Like, I think, and Floyd has always been complimentary. I don't know if, you know, Floyd's a busy guy. I don't know if he's seen his last 3 fights, but I know for a fact Floyd's always been a Tio fan. So maybe he's like, yo, that'll be a good fight. And he's also looking at, or he may have seen the last 3 fights and go, yo, that's an easy win for Tank, which it is.
But Broadway, remember, they even shitted on Floyd. When Floyd he was supposed to fight Kambosos on that June date, and Floyd made the Logan Paul date the next day on a Sunday. You don't remember his father and him going off about, Floyd hating on the young guys because why would you put your date close to mine? You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I do remember that.
So, I mean, maybe he might still like, maybe Floyd never seen none of that. Who knows? But again, it's like these guys are operating at a level of, like, I don't even know if their level of delusion is almost unreal. That shit is crazy. You know, Tio was brought up right by Top Rank. All of the downfalls that happened to Tio was all his own doing. Look, Danny, the only thing, me personally, like, this is my personal feeling. The only thing I felt like was done wrong, I felt like Tio got the Lomachenko fight too early. Usually, when a young guy win a title like that, you will see him get a voluntary in, maybe fight a mandatory if it's nobody or some shit like that, right? Because think about it. He fought Comey. He could have waited and still fought Kambosos as the IBF mandatory because he had the IBF belt. That was the first belt that he won, was the IBF belt. Fought Kambosos, won, beat him, maybe moved him along slowly. But I think the issue is that T.O. was pressed because he couldn't make the weight. So he said, you know what? We're going, instead of moving up to 140 and fighting for our minimum, because there's no title, no eliminator, no nothing on the line, we'll stay at 135. Since we unified, we got 3 straps. You know what I mean? Well, 4 with the Ring magazine. We got 4 straps, right? We'll take the bigger purse from Triller, then end up being the zone. You know what I mean? But they was fucking, bro. I'm telling you, man. I watched the interview with Joey Gamache. Joey Gamache said, I don't got no issues with Teofimo Lopez and his father. What happened was ESPN or Top Rank usually pays for the training, but maybe they felt that since it was a Triller fight, Top Rank wasn't paying for the training. So in all words, well, without saying it, Joey Gamache was saying the motherfuckers was broke. They couldn't afford me. They could not afford to even have me in their corner. I remember what Broadway, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember hearing a soundbite with T.O. talking about how fucking Bud Light came and saved the day because they was running out of money.
I remember that. He was in a gym, right? At that when he was working out.
He made $1 million change with Loma. What the fuck you doing with that money?
That's what I'm saying, bro. But again, they didn't have a listen. The interview was on YouTube. It was one of them UK IFL, one of them shits, right? But they was saying Joey Gamache was like, "Hey, Triller won the purse bid. Top Rank felt like they wasn't going to pay for the training, so that probably was like, well, fuck it, I could do it." Joey Gamache was instrumental in the game plan to beat Richard Comey. Joey Gamache was instrumental in a game plan to beat Lomachenko. Joey Gamache is a 2-time former world champion. Joey Gamache trained and learned and fought under Emmanuel Stewart, bro. This guy knew what he was doing. It's no coincidence that since the last 3 fights that Joey Gamache hasn't been there, the last 3 fights have been Teofimo Lopez's worst performances. I don't think that's a coincidence. I don't.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
You know what I'm
saying?
Love that.
Him winning against Taylor is more important. Him winning against Taylor is more important than he realized.
No, it's that Broadway. That motherfucker done wrote a check that if he don't cash that check, it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty because at that point, if he lose against Taylor, he'd be what 18-2 or some shit. I don't know what his record is right now,
yeah,
but
something like that.
He'd be what matter of fact is right there because you know how I do. Let me see. He'd be 18-2, right? Because he's 18-1, 13 knockouts. He'd be 18-2, a free agent, right? So I mean, you could go on a fight-by-fight deal, but how much is a Teofimo Lopez? How much is a beltless Teofimo Lopez coming off a loss or possibly coming off a knockout loss? How much is that worth?
Who just fought in the litter room, mind you?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to flag though. Like, I mean, people do. I mean, you've seen him in person too, though, Truth, as well as you, Broadway. Like, he does. He has a following.
It's all right.
No, it's okay. He
just like everybody else.
He don't got a bigger following than okay, so again, right? I'm gonna just put it like that. Shakur Stevenson, my favorite fighter, right? And so the reason why I'm gonna bring this up is because I feel like you got like Canelo, you got like Wilder, you got Tank, you got Earl Spence, right? AJ, Fury, those guys. Under that level of fighter, I think then you got like your Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. You know, guys like that's a little not the top, like as far as being an attraction and being stars, but like if you want to say Fury and them guys is A level, Fury, Wilder, Spence, fucking Canelo. If those is A level, the B level, the top B level guy got to be Shakur Stevenson. And mind you,
he's being built right now, though. Truth, like they're building him literally to something, and to be, in my opinion, the #1 guy over at Top Rank.
I think he's already the #1 guy. Well, I
believe that too, but I'm just saying, like, I can see that they're clearly building him. I mainly say that because, I follow the school of thought of, you really go on the road and build your name first. I mean, people at home are always gonna support you and come out. You know, if you can't do that, then yeah, you really can't sell. But I can see that they're clearly building the young man, and he's gonna be he will be the number one guy pretty soon. So,
and you know what? And honestly, if I'm looking at it like this now, if Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis did 1.2, 1.4, we could still get Tank versus T.O. on pay-per-view, regardless if you lose or not.
Oh yeah, race sells. I keep saying that. Race,
my man, my man. You know what? My man Lee. Look, that's an easy one-fight deal for PBC. Tank versus T.O. does nothing. That's a fact. Still gonna sell.
Politics, aka drama. That shit sells, man.
For sure. Now I don't know how Leonard Ellerby is gonna sell bringing Teofimo Lopez off a knockout, especially if he get like knocked out. I don't know how you gonna sell that for Tank. Like, oh yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's
listen.
Get
Tank coming off his house arrest or his whatever he gonna get, and then knock Shakur ass out. Why not?
Yo, hold on. On Twitter, Marcus Brown just tweeted, Teofimo is not from New York. I ain't seen him in a boxing gym or tournament ever in my life. Boy, not from the town.
Anytime Marcus Brown tell you.
See, hey, Broadway, I just asked that earlier. I was like, where is this guy right now? Like, where is he training out of?
He lives now in Vegas. But
he ain't been in the ring since that Arthur Better Be Here fight, right?
Yeah. Marcus, yeah.
Oh, you talking about Marcus Brown? Oh, I think he was asking about T.O. Oh,
no, I'm talking about Marcus Brown. Yeah, he been
Marcus Brown. If I'm not mistaken, he still lives in New York. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with him like that.
But you hit me though. You hit me though, D.
Yeah, his last fight was the Better Be. That was the last time he fought.
No. I'm saying why not give it after Tank come off this whatever time he got to do. You give him that T.O. fight, win, lose or draw. Let him knock T.O. out. Get him get his feet wet, and then he go knock beat Shakur ass.
Nah, but you know what? I feel like this. If you gonna do that. But like, I don't know, man. You know what? I feel like how should I say this? I understand what you're saying, but me personally, beyond any fighter, I love the sport of boxing. If Tank gonna do that, call the WBA, give them back their regular title, and fight whoever you want to fight. Because again, truthfully, Tank don't need to be ranking Tank doesn't need to be ranked in any of these sanctioning bodies. He's an attraction, ranked, belt, or not.
Right.
I still got respect for the title. What I don't want is him to be doing a bunch of other shit, weaving in and out of traffic and weaving in and out of these other guys' lanes, and we not getting fights because now motherfuckers is on the Tank Davis sweepstakes. You know what I'm saying? To me, Devin Haney is the number one guy at 135. I don't care about none of the other shit. Tank could be the face of boxing for sure. Devin Haney is the number one guy at 135 right now. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, fight T.O. Do what you gotta do, but y'all do that shit over there. Let's
right. But my thing is, Tank not holding nothing up. Tank ain't holding nobody up from fighting nobody in this division. To me, people don't like the belt, the WBA belt. People don't even like counting that shit.
That's not true.
You know, Brian, like, listen to you say that.
Not you, but a lot of people don't. You hear me? Not you, of course. But a lot of people
Brian,
don't.
Listen to you saying that, right? I'm like, Tank ain't never held anything up. He ain't never really called no one out, really called for it. It's always been the opposite. People calling for him.
Right.
Mainly really two guys, and Ryan and Dev. And here, I want to put my little 2 cents down. See, I'm looking at it from Dev's perspective now. And I see how Shakur have snuck up in here. And we definitely got this 4 Kings. Tank done did the power move, right? He done knocked off Ryan, right? So if Devin wants that, go ahead and have an unbelievable performance against Loma. Knock him off because he's still a top dog, still respectable. And in my opinion, still is the top dog. But you really got to outclass him. And then, take on that Shakur smoke. Go ahead and beat him, knock him off, get that clout. And then I guarantee you Tank gonna want to break bread with you. Because to me, right now, Tank doesn't want to break bread with him. Like, that's why I don't see those two.
I don't think Tank want to break bread with Devin either.
anytime
I
soon.
swear, I've
Well,
been
Devin
saying
is
that. I
kind
don't
of.
think Tank one
Let me say this though,
break
Brian,
with Devin.
and that's right, but and that's, or let me respond to that rather. And to me, it looks like Devin's the odd man out. It looks like nobody wants to do anything with him because, in my opinion, he's done things so differently, and things have, faith is with him and just made it happen. You see how he's the number one guy, and how literally, to me, he doesn't get the respect that he's deserving of. So I would imagine since, and then that's another. Let me get on Dev real fast. Dev, you've been calling out Tank because you want to check, bro. I get it. I know.
Wait,
No. That's what it is, gentlemen. Stop it. You just said this dude's a face of boxing. He don't need no belt. Yada yada yada. He should do what he do and fight what he wants to do because he's worth that. So if anyone does want to fight that guy, you're gonna get a nice, handsome check. So that's what it is, man.
So what's
In a
wrong with
nutshell.
Clay,
There's
wait,
nothing
Clay,
wrong. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is,
wait.
go ahead, because at this point, like I said at the beginning, I said that right now he don't want to do that because you ain't worth it. Your
Clay,
name's not big.
you know that the rumor is that Devin Haney is getting $7 million for Lomachenko, right?
I'm
You
not
know
really.
that-
But
you
look,
that-
man,
wait.
look.
That Devin Haney was getting paid over at the Zone, right? He was also co-promoting his fights over at the Zone as well. You know that, right?
You do realize, and I'm gonna give you an example of that too. You do realize when Bud realized how much Big Fish was getting, dog, it shook him up because that's way more than not only what he fathomed, but twice as much what he's getting on his best day. So to me, coming back to this situation, that don't really matter, man. Tank, he dollar signs, man. Literally a walking dollar.
Where was Haney? Where was Haney making that money at?
The Zone.
No, I'm
That's
saying
fine.
where. I'm saying where.
What you mean?
The
where?
whole time, basically.
In his locations of fights, where was he making all his money at?
That's the thing. Devin Haney is he's a champion without a home base. That's the problem.
Right, and you said it. Then that's what I mean. So like, people don't like that.
Go ahead, Clay.
I was saying that's kind of how I'm trying to sum it up. It seems like a lot of big players don't like that, so he's kind of the odd man out. So I was using the Tank reference and an example that if he gets his clout up like that, I'm pretty sure old boy's gonna want to break bread with him. Because right now I'm looking at the ops on it. It's messy, and I don't see those two getting in the ring anytime soon, unless something miraculous happens.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll definitely see, man.
Because 6-7 months ago, none of y'all were talking about Ryan and Tank. Well, of course we want to see it, but ain't no one was fucking.
We've been talking about Ryan and Tank last year.
Again, but no one was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a must see. I gotta have it." You know how we do. Ain't nobody said that, man. I remember it caught a little fire in late holiday season because it came out to be real that they were really trying to make that go. And I remember myself doubting that. And I remember eating crow and eating my words on that. I was wrong. But what I'm saying is that don't forget my thought. That really wasn't the case, man. Like if Devin really wants to get up there, he's gonna have to get that clout up, man. Somehow, some kind of way. So
Well,
kind of go ahead.
I think he do got a fan base, but I just think that as far as like ticket sales and gates and shit like that, I think that's where he lacking at. I think Devin Haney, him being on the Zone, I don't think he was properly developed and properly. I mean, I guess he was moved the correct way, but Eddie Hearn just didn't have a big enough footprint in the United States to gain Devin that fandom, that stardom. Everybody was checking for the Zone. A lot of people wasn't ordering the app. Like you had to be a hardcore to really want to fuck with the Zone. You know what I'm saying?
That's my question I was asking you. It's like where was Devin making his money at? Longitude, latitude. Where was he making his money
at? I think I can answer that for you, Brett. Excuse me. I think that's just Devin Haney Promotions, man, being able to move the way they do. An example, kind of different sport, but look at Lamar Jackson over there in Baltimore, man. What it is those white folks don't like that he's not doing it the way that's
by the book,
Right. He doing it his way.
Orthodox, right? Because
Right.
he doesn't have a manager and sports agent is what I'm looking for. His mother, and that's it, in a small team. But she's his lawyer. She's handling it. So what that means is, an example. He gets $200 million guaranteed dollars. That's all going to the Jacksons. No one else.
But listen, I was asking like
right. I'm getting to
location wise.
that.
Oh, go ahead.
But with Devin, you see how he's been able to make these deals and move at a pace that's almost nearly impossible. And don't get it twisted, he's failed on the way, but it's come together so what's the word? So quickly. And then another example to give on that is like, I mean, look how he like this past weekend, right? That was 136 catch weight bout. Now, granted, those guys had to meet in the middle or negotiate and find what they wanted for advantages for both guys. But to me, that was because Devin Haney is 135 outright champ, bro. He has all 4 straps. It'd be really hard to market what they marketed to us, garnering that guy, like you said, Truth, that's the number 1 guy in the division. That's just how I'm looking at it. So since let's just say if I'm right, let's just say if that's true, gosh, man, no one, and if he doesn't have a home base, players like dare I say PBC and Bob Arum, they're like, hey man, we really want you to do it this way, or we suggest this way. And he's not saying that he's playing hardball, but it's very rare that we get a boxing athlete like this that gets to do something like this. Like Regis is trying to do this basically, but he's been unsuccessful. He's been lucky and landed some spots and become a champion, but nothing like what Devin has done. I mean, he's 24 just off November.
Well, look, man.
Listen.
So I'm gonna shut up after this. Just be thinking about that. Just be thinking about what I said, gentlemen.
But look though. All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all guys up, man. We've been rocking for like 2 hours, man. We came on this thing at 9. It's damn near. Well, shit, it's 10:59 right now. 150 hour 56 minutes. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna tap that mat like Jake Tyler. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna come back and do this thing again Friday, man.
I got you thinking, Trish.
Is it boxing on this weekend? Huh? Is boxing on this weekekend?
I think that actually,
Zepeda.
Yes, Zepeda. You're right. Zepeda is fighting.
And I think Luther might don't. I think Luther. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Luther Bella tomorrow. Tomorrow he got you know that Mongolian kid that talk about he hurt Ryan.
Yeah.
He fighting tomorrow.
Okay.
He fighting tomorrow. Yo, that kid. He nice like that. He nice.
What he fighting on?
He fighting on DAZN.
Fighting on DAZN. All right.
Yeah, like this dude is like relentless. Like the best way I could put his fighting style is kind of like how do I say it? Kind of like I don't want to compare it because I hate his fucking fighting style. But Julio Cesar Martinez, kind of like a really aggressive guy, but more cleaner with it. I'm a fan of him. I ain't like that whole sparring shit, but I get it. Nobody knew who the fuck he was until he started talking about that sparring session.
The name, bro. Yeah.
So I'm mad at it, but I'm kind of not at the same time. Kind of like, yo, this is a dog eat dog world. You know what I'm saying? So if he out here really trying to get his name out there, that was one way. And look, we talking about it right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow, especially after all that shit he was talking.
Well, hey, Cleve, you want to plug anything before we log off, before we jump off?
Yes, I do. Thanks for letting me come on, brother. Be well, all of y'all. And hopefully Top Rank will release their schedule. I'm hearing it's some heat, so hopefully that'll come at the end of the week, something like that. Give us something to look towards to. And then I know May 13th, that's when Rolly and them are all fighting. So keep in mind, boys, box on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brian, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I just want to tell you and Broadway, get y'all money ready because J-Rock about to take this from and Tank going to knock Shakur ass the out.
Listen, man, I'm willing to up the bet or anybody.
Nah, I ain't that confident. I'm good. I'm good where we at.
No, I'll take it a step further. I got Adames beating anybody at 160. I think he's the best 160 pounder, but he just hasn't proved it.
We'll talk about that Friday.
For sure. Anything else?
I want to hear more on that.
Hey, Broadway, anything you want to plug?
Yeah. So today I interviewed Edwin De Los Santos. That's on my channel. Just go to the live part of my channel and you will see it. Please go check that out. It is. He talked about people turning him down. You know, he talked about, you know, trolling Shakur, trolling Colbert, how people been ducking him, how he's been in training camp for fucking months. Like he really he got into his sparring session with Colbert. He really went deep in this conversation. So definitely go check that interview out. And again, subscribe to my channel, Broadway Joel. I'm the voice of Dominican boxing. I interviewed every Dominican boxer you could think of. So definitely go check out my channel, man. I got a lot of good content coming out.
Hey, for sure. Hey, as y'all can see on the screen right now, I got my man Broadway Joel channel on the screen, the voice of Dominican boxing. This right here, that y'all see the big mouse going all over the Edwin De Los Santos interview. Make sure y'all go ahead, check that out. Again, man, my man Boxing Gems was in here earlier. Make sure y'all rock with my man Boxing Gems and check his channel out too. Again, man, great fucking fight breakdowns and all of that other shit, man. Just make sure, man, y'all tune in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to A-Side Boxing. Make sure y'all fucking with me, fucking with Broadway. We taking this joint to the top, man. We trying to be the new face of this boxing thing, man. So at the end of the day, man, make sure y'all tapped in, man. Don't wait until I'm in that Cadillac riding and say you seen the vision, man. See the vision. See the vision right now tonight while I got 10 motherfuckers watching this joint, man. See the vision now.
Appreciate
Don't wait
you.
too late. You feel me? Yeah.
Hey, one more thing, Truth. One more thing.
What's up?
Hey,
boy?
if you want him, man, keep him.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. What he said?
If they want the black fighters, they can keep them.
They can keep him. They can keep him.
I'll keep him.
We're gonna toast him, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm signing off, man.
All right, holla.
Peace.
All right.